How do intermediary banks facilitate international wire transfers? Imagine sending money across the world and wondering how it gets from your bank to your family's account in another country. It might seem simple, but a lot happens behind the scenes. When you make an international wire transfer, your bank sends the money electronically, but it often needs help to reach the recipient's bank. That's where intermediary banks come into play. These banks act as middlemen, connecting banks that don't have a direct relationship. They are usually large, well-connected banks like Citibank, Deutsche Bank, or HSBC, with networks spanning many countries. When you initiate the transfer, your bank checks if it can send the money directly to the recipient's bank. If it can't, it routes the money through one or more intermediary banks. Each of these banks processes the transfer, converts currencies if needed, and forwards the funds to the next bank in the chain. This process continues until the money reaches the final bank where the recipient holds their account. The entire process is managed using the SWIFT network, a secure global messaging system that helps banks communicate and transfer funds safely. Each bank involved has a unique SWIFT code, also called a bank identifier code, which helps identify the banks in the transfer chain. Intermediary banks are essential because they fill in the gaps when banks don't have direct connections, especially for less common currencies or countries with limited banking links. They also help ensure regulatory checks are completed to prevent fraud and money laundering. For people sending money, usually only the recipient's bank details are needed, like their account number and SWIFT code. The intermediary banks are handled automatically by the banks involved, so you don't need to worry about providing their details. However, each step can add costs. Each intermediary bank might charge a fee, which can reduce the amount your family receives. These fees are not always clear upfront, so it's good to ask your bank how much the total transfer will cost. Transfers passing through multiple banks can also take longer, especially if they cross time zones or if there are holidays or extra checks. To avoid surprises, ask your bank about how long the transfer will take and what the total fees will be. Comparing different money transfer services can help you find options that use fewer intermediaries or offer better exchange rates, saving you money. When you understand how intermediary banks work, you can plan your transfers better, avoid hidden costs, and make sure your money gets to your loved ones smoothly. Always check with your bank about the fees and timing before sending money, so you can send funds confidently and support your family effectively.